Hi, welcome back. Today we're going to be making chili, one pot chili. Imagine that, just one pot, all ingredients, and it'll be done in about 40 minutes. If you're quicker than me, probably faster. But come with me and we'll get started. I've got one poblano chili. I'm actually going to toast the outer skin of it just because that's going to get peeled off. And believe it or not, it gives an amazing taste to the chili. It looks good. This is how it looks, and you're probably thinking this is toast. But in a few minutes, it'll be entirely different. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in a Ziploc. And putting it in the Ziploc, it'll allow the outer skin to soften, and then I'll be removing that, chopping it, and slicing it. The other thing you can do if you don't have a Ziploc is you can actually put it back in the bowl and you can cover it with saran wrap. That'll work too. I'm going to turn the stove on to medium heat. And I've got a pound of turkey, ground turkey. You can use ground beef. You can use whatever, ground chicken, whatever, venison, whatever you have. That's what you use. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil just to get things going. All right. And I find that pretty much what you're used to having will work for you. I know some households are pretty much, you know, like chicken and turkey more. Other households, beef. I grew up with beef primarily, and turkey was pretty much just during Thanksgiving. So it all depends on what you have, what your resources are, and or what's on sale. So just kind of go with what you have. So what I'm going to do is we're going to get this to crumble up for us. So it's going to get a little brown, but you know, with turkey, it doesn't get real brown, but we're going to work on that. I'm going to show you a few things, a few tips you can use to actually make that happen for you. Okay, it's been about 4 minutes and we're going to start to season this. So what I'm going to do is I've got 2 teaspoons of garlic powder here. Doesn't have salt in it. And I kind of eased up on the salt. I didn't put it all in because I will, but not right now. And I'll explain. The other thing is I have cumin. So I have 2 tablespoons, but I'm only going to put in probably that part of it. The other thing that I'm going to add in is I have green onions. I use the top part for the topping once it's done. The bottom part we're actually going to put in, and that was the bottoms of 3 green onions. And I also have a little bit more than half a cup of celery that I'm adding in. And you may be asking, celery? But believe it or not, you really won't be able to taste it. But it's nice. These out of the way. Okay, so we're going to give that a nice turn. This is going to take a couple of minutes. Starting to smell really nice. Now, I used powdered garlic, but you know what? You can use fresh garlic, and some people really like a lot of garlic, so I would just use your satisfaction. A couple of cloves of garlic, more than that. It's up to you. It's yours, and you're going to make it your way. Okay, the other thing that I plan to add in is chili powder. I have 2 teaspoons of chili powder, and I'm only going to use 1. This isn't really hot. It's just more for flavoring. I'll put the rest in a moment. What we're going to do is just mix this up, because essentially what's going to happen is the chili is cooking all in this pot. I'm telling you, it's easy peasy. You can do it. It's great. It freezes well. All right. Yeah, I've got the chili here, the poblano that I roasted. It's been peeled and seeded, and it's ready to go in. So just add that in. We're going to give it a quick stir. The smell is amazing. Okay. I also am going to add bay leaf to this. And, you know, if you don't have a bay leaf, it's okay. The recipe still goes. I personally like the flavor that it gives. But I'll be honest with you, it's up to you. Some people don't even know what bay leaves are. But it does give a wonderful taste to it. Okay, the next thing I'm going to be adding is the tomato paste. And I'm going to put part of it in. And we're just going to see how it goes. I'm going to mix this up. Ugh, it smells so good. All right. And what we're going to do now is we're going to add the rest of our cumin. And these will be listed below for you. The rest of our chili powder. It's not hot. And I've got 2 beef bouillon just to give it more of a meaty taste, because we're not using ground beef. And this particular chili that I'm making for my daughter. And she doesn't eat beef, but she does eat turkey and chicken. So I'm putting this one in now. Okay. Now we're going to add our sauce, and it'll be listed below. It was just 1 can. Now this is crushed tomatoes. Any brand will do. So you're shopping and you see a 16-ounce can of whatever brand and it's crushed, get it. If they're whole, you can actually cut them up and use those too. There really isn't a wrong, because it's your chili. You're making it your way. So this will be your recipe. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start adding our beans. In this particular case, I got white beans. They've already been, I strained them, rinsed them, just because that's what I do. I know some people don't, but that's what I do. I have black beans. The family loves black beans, so we're going to add those in. And it's pretty much what you like, what your family likes. Beans are relatively inexpensive, so if you actually make a pot of them and set them aside in the freezer, this is something that you can put together at a later date. So I also got kidney beans. It's sturdy bean that'll hold up well. And the nice thing about this particular recipe is that you can, once we're done with all of this and you want to keep it going, warmed up for, let's just say you had it for lunch and you want to have it for dinner, you can put it in your crock pot and just put it on low and just let it simmer away, because to be honest with you, it's fully cooked. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to let this simmer for about 15 minutes. And I'm going to be adding about 1.5 cups of water. And that'll be it. It'll be ready in about 15-20 minutes. You'll have a nice, and I'll show you and we'll serve it up, and obviously got to taste it. Okay, it smells wonderful. Smells like a restaurant. And I can assure you it is ready. Look at this. Look at how wonderful and hearty that is. We've got cold weather today, so this is just wonderful. But coming home from work, it's sure nice to know that there'll be something ready for you. Like I said, you can put it in the crock pot, but it's ready. It's fully cooked. So I'm going to serve up, and I'm going to show you what that's like and give it a taste. Okay, I just served some up for myself, and we're going to top it, and we are going to go with it. Okay, so a little cheese. The tops of the green onions, remember we used the bottom part. 3 green onions, we used the bottom in the meat when we were frying that up. And add a little avocado. I love avocado, and I hope you do too. I also am going to add, you can use sour cream, crema, whatever you have. Just go with it. All right, now it's time for taste time. So I'm looking forward, because this smells like heaven. This is so good. You won't be disappointed. This is great for ball games, family get-togethers. This is too easy to pass up. You've got to try it. You've got to try it. You will not be disappointed. I really thank you for cooking with me today. I look forward to hearing your comments on how it worked for you. If you like it, please subscribe. I look forward to seeing you on our next video.